You've reached your limit. But heaven has heard your cry, because what God is about to do will change everything. You've been carrying so much, haven't you? Quietly, faithfully. And now, you're at your limit. Your strength is running dry. Your hope feels stretched thin. You're still showing up, still holding on, but inside you're thinking, I don't know how much more I can take. Maybe you haven't said it out loud. Maybe you've been too afraid to admit it. But God knows. He sees the battle behind your eyes. He hears the silent cries of your heart. And right now, in this very moment, He's answering you. Not with judgment, not with shame, but with a whisper from heaven. I'm here. I've never left. And I'm about to step in. You see, your breaking point is not the end. It's the turning point. The place where your strength ends and God's power begins. You're not losing. You're not being punished. You're being positioned. Because what feels like the edge is actually the entrance. The threshold to something greater than you imagined. You've prayed. You've cried. You've waited. And heaven has been listening the entire time. Even when it felt like silence, God was working behind the scenes. Protecting you. Preserving you. Preparing the kind of breakthrough that doesn't just restore you. It transforms you. And now, He's saying, you've carried it long enough. Let me carry you. What if I told you that the very thing trying to break you is what God is using to bless you? You see, we think God shows up when things are neat and under control. But the truth is, He often steps in when we're wrecked. When we have nothing left to offer but tears and honesty. When we're too tired to fake strength. That's when grace rushes in. That's when miracles move. That's when you realize, your breaking didn't destroy you, it revealed you. It exposed your limits so you could experience His limitless power. It shattered your plans so God's purpose could finally take over. Right now, it may look like nothing's changing. But something is shifting. Deep within you. Around you. Through you. What you can't see yet is that the pressure you feel is the proof that something is about to break. Open, not down. That breaking point. It's heaven's setup for breakthrough. You've been pressed, yes. But not crushed. You've been shaken, but not abandoned. You've been tested, because what's coming requires a deeper version of you. And God has been forming that version in the fire. So hear this, you're not breaking apart. You're breaking through. And when God finishes what He started, it won't just answer your prayer. It'll exceed it. This moment, this video, it's not just a message. It's a divine confirmation that your struggle has a purpose, and your pain has a plan. And what God is about to do will be worth every second you held on. You've begged for a sign. You've asked God to just say something, anything. And when the silence stretched longer than your faith could handle, you wondered if He left. You wondered if maybe you missed Him. But what you didn't know is this. God's silence is not His absence. It's His strategy. Because sometimes, the greatest miracles begin in the quiet. While you've been feeling forgotten, God has been fighting for you. While you've been waiting, He's been working. Behind every closed door. Behind every painful, not yet. He's been arranging something better than you knew to pray for. He's not ignoring your struggle. He's timing your story. And that delay you resented? It was protection. That waiting season you hated? It was preparation. God never wastes a moment. Not your tears. Not your prayers. Not even your breakdown. And right now, even though you feel empty, even though you feel like giving up, God is getting ready to do something so personal, so specific, that you'll know without a doubt. This was never random. He didn't forget. He didn't overlook you. He chose this path for a reason. And soon, very soon, He'll reveal the reason why. The enemy wants you to believe that it's over. That you failed. That nothing's coming. But let me tell you something powerful. You're closer than you feel. Closer to healing. Closer to answers. Closer to peace. Closer to the version of you that doesn't just survive, but thrives. What you see right now is not the full picture. That anxiety. It's a lie. That fear. It's temporary. That voice in your head saying, nothing will change? It's about to be silenced by what God is about to release into your life. You've come too far to give up here. After all you've survived, after all the nights you cried and still got back up, after all the storms that didn't take you out, this is not the end. It's the turning point. Your breakthrough doesn't come when you feel strong. It comes when you choose to keep walking when you're weak. That's real faith. And God honors it. He sees the fight in you. He sees the way you're holding on, even by a thread. And He's saying, that's enough. I'll meet you there. Because you may not feel strong, but you're still standing. And that alone is a testimony. So don't stop now. Don't give up. Because what's coming will not only redeem this season, it'll restore everything you thought was lost. Everything you've walked through, every delay, every disappointment, every breakdown, it's all going to mean something. You may not see how yet. You may not understand why God allowed certain things to happen. But He is not the kind of Father who lets pain pass through your life without purpose. This season will not be wasted. The lessons you've learned, the battles you've faced, the tears you've cried, they are planting seeds. And in due season, there will be a harvest. Not just of answers, but of wisdom, strength, boldness, discernment, and peace. You are becoming someone new in this struggle. What you thought was a setback is actually a setup. What you saw as loss, God sees as pruning. And pruning isn't punishment, it's preparation for growth. You were never meant to stay small, safe, or silent. That's why this season has been so loud, so difficult, so stretching. Because God is enlarging your capacity, not just to receive, but to carry what's next. You've been crying for breakthrough, but breakthrough without foundation crumbles. So He's been building you in secret, establishing you in the unseen. And when He brings you out, people won't recognize you. But they'll recognize His hand on you. Because it'll be obvious, you've been with God in the fire, and now you carry His fire. This is the moment where you stop shrinking under pressure and start rising in purpose. This is not your breakdown. This is your breakout. And I know it hasn't been easy. I know you've been hanging on by a thread. But that thread, it's stronger than it looks, because it's laced with grace. And right now, God is breathing strength back into your soul. Strength that doesn't just get you through the day, but brings you back to life. You will rise again. Maybe not like before. Maybe not as the person you used to be. But stronger, softer, wiser, rooted, anointed, a survivor with purpose. You're not here by chance. You didn't stumble on this message because the algorithm liked you. You're here because heaven needed to interrupt your despair. Because God sees that you're close to giving up. And He refuses to let you quit here. Not after everything you've overcome. Not when you're this close to the shift. So here's what you do now. Breathe. Stay. Let this word settle into your spirit. And when you feel ready, take the next step. Whether it's praying again, believing again, or simply deciding, God, I'm not giving up yet. Because the one who created you is not finished with you. You may be at your breaking point, but He's at the beginning of your breakthrough. And what He's about to do, it will change everything. You didn't find this video by accident. This was a divine moment, God speaking directly to your breaking point. Now the question is, will you respond? If this word touched your heart, don't just scroll away. Take a moment. Breathe. Whisper, God, I'm ready. Let Him meet you right where you are. And if this message felt like it was made for you, subscribe. Not for views, but for you. Stay connected to what heaven is releasing. There's more coming, more confirmation, more healing, more breakthrough. So don't leave this moment behind. Click subscribe, turn on the bell, and walk with us into everything God has planned for your next season.